Greetings fellow peak timers. Now that the show has ended and we're waiting for the tour to kick in, let's review the show. In this video, I will express my opinions on the show itself, its aim and its structure. Disclaimer, these are purely opinions, I don't mean to offend anyone, and for that, too, please be kind if you have something to comment below. Enjoy!
사전에 뽑았던 숫자가 바로 새로운 팀명이
Instead of using their group names, the contestants will go under a new temporary team name related to the hours of the day, meaning that those groups will have another chance, another time to shine, regardless of their conditions. The show runs around that concept, which is very creative, and the show did wonderful things to help promote the contestants, but I don't think it gives enough exposure to the groups. Although the naming ceremony is very cute and a tearjerker, and there's a post-show promotional period where they will use their own team names, and the concealment of their group name to avoid any bias is smart, I feel like they should have had the naming ceremony when there was announced a top 6 for the first time and made more content on their other platforms under their original group name. Only Team 24 should keep the time-related name, because the members come from different groups.
그때 당당하게 자신의 팀명을 걸고 경연을 펼칠 수 있게 됩니다.
Peak Time really tries to expose all of their idols' talents, from covering other groups' songs to creating specialized units in dancing, singing and rap. But to be honest, the final 2 rounds were meh because they were very similar in performance evaluation aspects. The last 2 rounds were basically performing a song given to them, and I know that is extremely important to some groups participating on the show, because they haven't had a new song in years, and it meant new repertoire for them. But if I were part of the creative team of the show, I would change the final round to a self-composing song challenge. Most of the rounds were different in concept and difficulty level, but if we compare the last 2 rounds, they basically challenge the same things. JTBC has all the resources to help the idols produce their own stuff, as we've seen in previous episodes, and there are always a few idols that want to pursue music production and actually do that within their groups, but lack the resources and guidance to simply do better tracks. Apparently, JTBC is thinking of holding a world tour after their Seoul Con, and here's why I think it's a bad idea for now. Peak Time was not the best at handling global promotions. For example, check their YouTube. But what was even this sudden global tour announcement, LMAO? The show has been running for almost 9 months, but it's still not enough to build a domestic fanbase in order to support the groups overseas. Sure, JTBC has the money to hold an overseas tour, and it will certainly pay for all the expenses, but let's think in terms of revenue and exposure. Most of these groups were either dormant, disbanded or simply struggling, and 90% of their fanbases simply vanished. So in my opinion, they won't be able to fill venues in this economy. JTBC should focus on gaining domestic public's attention first. Aiming for international exposure is very ambitious at the moment. Doable in the future, but for now very ambitious. Also, we know that a global tour in Korean terms means only going to Japan and either Indonesia or Thailand, lol. This might be more of a personal opinion, but the way the show treated Iria was questionable. As much Hee-jae is deserving of the spotlight he's getting, it's a duo competing on the show, not a solo act, at Peak Time. There were far little compliments given to Iria, as far as I remember, and regarding SNS there was only one solo photo updated on the show's Twitter. Iria is such a talented singer and performer, and yes, he needs to improve certain things, but his quality is top tier. Okay. Maybe I am reaching, and maybe, because he's my bias in mass, but he certainly deserves more recognition than he has now.
저희는요, 일단은 2012년도에
Okay, another personal opinion incoming. Seriously, what the fuck is Choun Entertainment doing with 24K? The group has been through 345 lineup changes, and even the leader decided to go to another survival show where, to be honest, he truly shined and got the very deserving first place in the ranking. So, I don't get it. Choun is dragging 24K's name through the mud at this point. Just let the group die and work on something better for the boys. It's so sad to see the company ruining the group's legacy, because I am pretty sure the boys want to have their own identity and music color and not become another rotating lineup.
나중에 들어야 좋은 거 아니에요?
오늘은 말 안 하면 못 들게 되실 겁니다.
넌 너무 아름다워 눈을 뺄 수가
Peak Time's mission is an important one in the industry, and they can't change K-pop's mindset with just an one-time survival show. This concept needs to become regular because there are numerous groups, both male and female, that need the exposure and the money. So here is my lineup for a potential second season of Peak Time, boy group version.
미쳐버릴 것 같아 대체 뭐야 뻔내버린 것 같아 하루 종일 머릿속에 매매어 뚫어버려 눈 보며 매어 다시 친걸 알면서도 갖고 싶어